Well, it was actually a process that we undertook sometime starting in 2012. It was a concept that was being brought up in the senior management, discussed quite widely. We felt that it was appropriate for us, given how we were already managing our companies, and we felt therefore it was a natural thing to do. We discussed what the impact would be, and we decided to take the journey because we felt it was actually a good way to articulate our strategy. Buy-in is absolutely critical, and if you don't have the buy-in from the most senior management, then this will not go far. In our case here, it was led by the entire management committee, but the CEO was had a keen interest in this and spent, I would say, a significant amount of time understanding the concept first and therefore also driving it. Again, it's very important to underscore this is a journey. So I'm not suggesting that we were there yet. And also, though, every year we are having these conversations, I will assume for a number of years with the CEO where we're going to go next. I think we, as again, like so many other people in the pilot program, find this to be a little bit of a chicken and egg process, where to a certain extent we're using the report to change how we think, and on the other hand, we're being led by how we think. So the steps that we're undertaking is understanding, as a starting point, how do we articulate better? That'll be the first step, and we've done some of that if you look at our 2012 report. In 2013, the next step will then be to look at where do we push the envelope a little bit, right? And do we have the data, as I said, to do that? I feel the critical point here becomes between getting an acceptance and an encouragement or an excitement around doing this. And many companies that I speak to find themselves somewhere in between. And that's I think, was my biggest challenge as one of those who really lead this process this year, to really get to the excitement part. Well, I'd hope that it would have a benefit both internally and externally. Ultimately, the integrated report is for the investor, and we should not forget that in what we're reporting. But I do also think internally we benefit from this clearer framework. And to a large extent, I would hope that some of the other stakeholders, we identified 5 specific stakeholders, that they will take use of this report as it becomes increasingly more and more integrated. But ultimately, this is for the investor.